Captain's log. Stardate 126 kilometers out from Meneltarma. My crew has gone completely missing and there is just me left on a small shuttle. We are hurrying towards the planet at all rapidity and not arriving there fast enough I wish we could have beamed down. My science officers, whom I had spoken to before the journey began, said it was most illogical to go on a boat journey for such a long distance to be uncertain about what should be at the destination, and my reply was that humans have never been logical. And then he asked, well, what about orcs and elves? And I don't know, he's one of the elves, isn't he? Vulcans are elves, right? Captain's log, Stardate 1255.3. You know, I'd swear it was going down. Are we traveling backwards in time? Anyway, we've come across another one of those mysterious structures. We were unable to investigate previous ones. I am now going to attempt to see it again. Yes, as before, it is a cobble structure that has nothing in it. Perhaps there is some chest buried inside of it, but I have not seen it on previous efforts. These structures litter the entire ocean. And Captain, we're being attacked by the Squidulins. No, not the Squidulins. They're violating the peace treaty that we have between us and them. And they promised they would not attack and squirt us with ink. Ink is in short commodity supply. This is a very interesting underwater ridge. Captain on the ridge. Actually, it's interesting, but there's nothing important about it. It's just there. Nothing on it. Alright, continuing. More Squidulins! There's a lot of them. We get a lot of them all the time, but this is ridiculous. More of them keep popping up, which is what's worse about it. They seem to be harmless until they get too close to our ship. We are now continuing the voyage, and we hope that things will proceed without any further major incidents. And there's another one of those. And if I had like some kind of water breathing potion or something, and I went down there, I wouldn't find a damn thing. Actually, I might be able to find a way to get shelter down there, and having done so, doesn't matter. 124.8, no. Not kilometers, but 1247.73. It's the Stardate, not the distance. No, it's the distance, not the Stardate. Wait, how is that going with this parody again? Look at that, it's almost at the surface. I think we found one. It is at the surface. And these are at the surface too. Look out, it's the Squidulins. Look at that, huh? Yeah, we've got surface action here. Okay, so I get to look down here and try to see what we can do here. What have I got for blocks? Gravel. Let's see. Let's do gravel on 4 sides. That's always popular. Okay. Then I need one here. That doesn't take care of all of it, so we're gonna have to take care of these. Still need a bunch of them. Okay, this isn't gonna work. There's only so much diving I could do, and then it's not for any good. Well, what else do I got here? I just gotta dig down there underneath the main level and see what we could find. There's gotta be a way to do this. Have I got any other blocks I could use or Alright, that'll do. One, two, three. Uh-oh. 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 I'm kind of trapped now. Alright, there is a way out of this. There is a rather funny way out of this. The first thing we have to do is okay, then I gotta peel those off. Okay, so now, as we go up... Oh no, we're in the same boat we were in earlier, except it's not a boat. Okay, well, there's one further option. Now, you're going to think this is crazy, and it is crazy, but let me show you something. Let's make 6. There you go. So I didn't need 6 after all. Well, that's okay. Never mind that. Got it now. Now I can dig down. So what do I need to do? I need to go that way about 5 or 6 blocks down. And this is where doing this would be a little bit more helpful. Should be okay. Three more. But yeah, there's a problem. This keeps going. Alright, let's do this again then. That's as far down as we can go. Let's look at this again. Get our bearings. Yeah, we have to go that way, and that's where all the... So we gotta go down even further, and we're not ready for that. Well, here's hoping. This is a very strange mission to go on in the middle of an ocean. Ah! But we still have breakable stuff, so what we gotta do is... Damn! Alright, this'll do, I guess. Well, I don't see anything, do you? No, this is going nowhere. Somebody help me. Oh wait, that's not how the song goes. Yeah, much as I want to get rid of these things. Nope, it's no good. It's no good. Our mission is a failure. We were unable to return to the state of being that we were in earlier. Just have to accept it, I guess. Take the gravel. Don't mind the gravel. Need the sand too. The effort must be prejudged to failure, which is too bad. Oop, dab it, dab it, dab. I was in the wrong place. Left to 2, but no, I don't think we're going to find anything. It's not hopeless, but just not going to find anything. Just have to accept our fate, our lot in life. And back to our mission. Our ongoing, hopefully not 5-year mission. To boldly go where Chazred has apparently gone before. The heck, I was going to say something and then... It's nothing more annoying than when the squidulins appear right in front of you as if they've just warped into position. Okay, enough of this. I've seen nothing but underwater structures. Left and right. Just every couple of minutes another one would turn up. And I've seen absolutely no islands. No little teeny tiny islands. Now have they gotten rid of the islands? Deciding that they're not canonical? Or that it's okay to have them? See, there's another one. And it's the 3rd or 4th one that's near the surface. Only one of them has made it to the top of the surface. Another one went just below the surface but had a couple of reeds that went above the surface. That's not important. Point is, you can't find anything in these things. They just seem to be there for decorative purposes. There's another one, just like that. I'm expecting for there to be an island at some point. Maybe it was the angle. Remember that time I discovered 13 islands heading from Meneltarma? This was back during official server when I was playing that. Found 13 islands. It was ridiculous. That means a lot of people could have had a lot of hidden bases, but nobody joined my group. So I had to give up. I had to stop playing. And now they've reset the elements of the server in my area again, so I wouldn't have been able to keep it going. They would have just said, nope. And I've had to start building all over again. It's the story of my life playing Minecraft. It's every time you've got to. Yeah, there's another structure right down there. Every single time it's you've spent 2 months now, but it's or 4 months or 6 months, but it's always inevitable. It's always you got to get back to doing what you were doing. I've played Lord of the Rings and then ended up giving up on Lord of the Rings and playing something else. I've played Lord of the Rings and liked it. They're warping into my position again. Captain, there's too many squidulins. The boat can't take much more. Buffering. Buffering is not my problem. If you ever have a problem with buffering, let's say YouTube videos, you know, if you have serious problems with that, you can actually download the videos and look at them offline. The problem is technically, if you were to redistribute them after that, then it counts as copyright violation. Oh dear, hard to know exactly. What really unnerves me the most about the squidulins is that every once in a while, they're moving around and then suddenly they all start pointing up again, all at the exact same time. Anyway, the number of YouTube videos I've had to watch the other way because I can't, it just won't load fast enough. And it's like it makes downloading unnecessary. It always happens when you've got a slightly slower connection, and that's just how it is. So it's like if stuff happens, you are more likely to get in trouble if you have a slower connection, which is unfair because we shouldn't have different laws applying to us at different intervals and junctures. If it really is wrong, for example, to download videos because they don't want you to download them, they want you to just look at them, then they should make it so we can look at the videos without any problem. And if there is a problem, they need to fix it because they are putting the impetus for doing certain things on us. And they're not giving us very clear instructions on that. I had that problem once before when I was getting jury duty. I know this is a silly thing to talk about now. They were going to give me jury duty, and they asked me a question, and they asked it in such a way that I had to answer it. And I had to answer it the way they wanted me to, because, it's a judge asking me the question. This isn't a lawyer, this is a judge asking me the question. And I needed to say something so that I could get out of jury duty. Now, I'm not going to talk about that, but I did have to say the thing. I had to say it in complete defiance of the judge, of just answering the judge's question. It wasn't a bad situation. The judge was very patient with me, listened to me, and then said, "Okay, you're excused." But I shouldn't have been there in the first place because I should have been given a chance to be able to not go. But they wouldn't listen because they think it's just a bad excuse. I haven't had jury duty in years, and now I've jinxed it. Now they're going to send me a letter. You've got jury duty. I don't know. Is it possible to just not accept the mail? If you don't get it in the mail, does it count? They get angry at you. My dad, I told Dad once, this was I was a teenager, and Dad got it, and I just said, "What if we just lose it? What if we didn't get it in the mail?" What if we didn't get it in the mail? And they're like, "That's it. Dad doesn't have to go to jury duty because we could just say we never got the thing in the mail." Of course, what happened was it came back to haunt Dad. He almost ended up in jail. They said, "If you do that again, you will be incarcerated." All right, fine. So that didn't work very well. My fault, I guess. Every once in a while, I'd have an idea, and my parents would be like, "Okay, let's try that," and it would be a disaster. I'm still waiting for islands. There are no islands. I just see what were they called again? Squidulins. Nope, nothing. Well, we're approaching the 100,000 meters, or the 100 kilometers mark, and I, for one, completely... see, there's another one of those. It'd be really nice if we could get some nice... Ah! You saw that. You saw they appeared right in front of me. That's supposed to be wrong. That's supposed to be against the game's rules. They're supposed to spawn a certain distance from the player. I was going to say, Mojang, fix your game, but this is 1.7.10. They don't fix 1.7.10. They're not going to release 1.7.11 because they haven't captured any 7-Elevens, because it has no strategic value, you see. It's just got Slurpees. This is definitely listed as an island biome. See? It does say plains, but yeah, it's not ocean, it's island. Aha! There's a thing in there, I think. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, here we are. Shouldn't there be something here? Anything? Well, that's not very helpful. I can't get out this way either. Let's try this again. Yeah, once again. Oh, I thought I saw 4-leaf clover. Every time it gets you every time. So this is definitely an island biome that is part of the game. It has been added to the game by the mods. So this isn't just one of those somewhere in the ocean we're going to give you an island. No, this is part of the whole thing. I must confess to I don't know. This is a very big island. There any more structures in it? Yeah, there's usually 1 or 2 structures in these things. How many? I don't know. And we're coming up on another structure. Oh, look! It's one of those underwater structures again. Only it's above water and it's got a tree in it. Why do they put the tree in it? I don't know. It's just there. See if we could get in without having to dig. It's beech wood, though, which is ironic because we're on a beach. Beach, meet the beach. I never understand why it's there. There must be some attempt to preserve a tree for some reason, held sacred perhaps by the elves or the Ents. Would the Ents build something out of stone though to enclose it? Well, that's it. He's confirming it. He's confirmed it. Spectre's secret base is not in Meneltarma because you go sit up on one of the islands along the way. And he says, what islands? And of course, I just made a screenshot and showed it on Discord, and it shows this island, and the first island I found, and he says, what could Wozat be doing in the middle of the ocean? Then he shows his own picture of him in the middle of the ocean, which he isn't actually. So I don't know what that really means, but now obviously, I'm down to 77. So it's Stardate 7755.2. I have been traveling through the neutral zone, or not the neutral zone, into enemy zone, and looking for the planet Meneltarma, and having sent message to Chesred at Starbase 12. I found a bunch of islands. Let's see what islands we've discovered here. We got Pastafazul Island. We got Reticulous Island. We've got Iluvatar Island. And now, Gingold Island. I'm running out of interesting words to use for island names. Gingold. I had an interesting idea for a name, and then I forgot it. So, bleh. Can't always use your first choice because you might forget what your choice is. I should write these down, but then it's like, then I just start making lists. I'm like, oh, that's a good word. I'll use that. And then I start writing down making a larger and larger list. And I'm like, do I got to use all these names? How many islands am I going to find? Sometimes I found, that one time I found 13. Well, sometimes I only find 3 or 4. It depends on the direction you take, the path you take. Every path you take, every boat you break, do-do-do-do, every squid you hate. So that's how that's going. So we're going to see what happens when we get to Meneltarma. This is taking forever. I've been doing this for 4 hours. I know, I'm a complainy sort sometimes. Ooh, we're getting somewhere. Is that gonna go up? No. No, it's not gonna go up. Okay, fine.